Oke guys, kalau belum subscribe, di subscribe dulu guys, sama di like dulu ya.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest
Nyobain
defenders of
pakai
his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
He just refused to budge and he's got his way.
Soalnya ya Torek tuh kena kartu merah suspend.
It's a throw in. Costa-Curta
moves just a little bit too strong.
Hazard. Cruyff. De Jong is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
De Jong.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Rijkaard.
Estoril really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of
Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Anjir.
Estoril! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again,
Langsung
I don't
kebobolan,
think he
guys.
had a wonderful view of it.
Estoril
Match
have
permulaan,
broken through. It's
anjir.
1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rijkaard.
Apakah longsor?
Estoril looking to pass their way through. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Rijkaard.
Quality ball. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. So much time and
Anjir,
space
Isco.
here. And the shot!
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal.
That's rather hopeful. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Kenapa ini Johan
Plays the
Cruyff?
game a step ahead of almost anyone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. And he's on a charge. Oh, nice touch. Might be danger here.
There will be 1 minute
Real chance!
Enggak kompak.
He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Oke sih yang udah like, thank you. Yang belum di like dulu guys.
So
Jangan
time
lupa
for
di
change.
subscribe.
And this one has been on the
juga.
card. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change.
Longsor ini anjir.
celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see
Agak
how they're
ngelek
going
sih.
to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Udah mulai nih, udah mulai.
Isco. And it's Azar. And it's Maradona. Maradona going face to face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Udah mulai, kalau udah unggul pasti musuhnya
Here's a
begini,
man
guys.
who his teammates can look to in all times.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Dunk. Isco. Hazard. Played down the flank. It's a promising position. Isco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Isco. That is good alertness. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rummenigge strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Estoril can't breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Good claim, no margin for error there. Czech did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's been caught now, and he shoots! Yes!
Bisa-bisanya.
And they are cruising away. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Estoril find a position of real strength now. Can he finish? They've scored! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So is this the start of a comeback?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. Maradona. Grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Please take this opportunity
Have you
to
look
pay a
back on the
visit to
game
our
then,
official
Jim?
store.
Well, Peter,
Anjir, padahal peringkat
see what this team was trying to achieve. Whether
150-an anjir. Bansos
or
lagi.
not having the right players in the right positions, it all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim.
Longsor, guys. 23 poin anjir. Ente.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might
Ntar
not
dulu
feel
guys.
like that. The
Wait.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola.
Lupa.
Someone who can
Ya
dictate
Torrenya nggak
the
dibawa.
tempo, and his appreciation
Kan
of
sekali
himself is a step
dong
above most.
suspend.
He's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Caceres cuts it out.
Nge-lag sih anjir.
That looks a decent ball. Played into the middle.
That's just playing it safe.
Anjir langsung berdua.
Hangs one in. Shapes to shoot. Goal! Marseille!
Kacau.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Threads one in. Now this could be a chance.
Astagfirullah.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
Aduh, salah.
The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ambitious ball here. Toss somewhat off target. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Ligt. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Shoots!
Bahaya juga. Halo Jordi.
Get it all wrong.
It's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Guardiola calmly anticipates. And here's Eto'o. And this Luis Suarez!
Anjay.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now, can they get him away? He's on it. Can he get away? Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Nge-lag sih guys.
Now it's Eto'o. Good time. This is Luis Suarez. And the shots! They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with
Ini
goal scores, little influence.
musuhnya agak aneh.
Bang.
Berduanya loh.
Time getting close now.
That pass isn't the best.
James. Great vision. Mateus. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up and
It's Eto!
Salah.
That's what you call
Ngarahin bolanya kok.
goalkeeping.
Eto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
Ayo Vanik. Cus.
Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Great corner, and he did
Yeah.
the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. The defense let themselves down by not picking them up.
Muter guys.
Won't be amused.
Dapat 17 poin dong anjir. Lupa lagi. Ya tornya gak dibawa.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Anjir kalau.
Nicked away, looking for the run. He's a sharp little ball here. Jordan Henderson. James. Turan.
Alexi.
Shot could be on.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Maldini. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. Oh,
Aduh,
terrible pass.
blunder.
Oh,
Apa nge-lag anjir.
no space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net.
Apalah.
That's wonderful striking.
So we have the first goal.
Nge-lag
Just as the
aja.
manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Suarez is on to big chance. Takes a shot.
Fuck.
Oh, split second reaction.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
Panik. Malah Suarez.
Struck first time. Oh, it's come loose. And he's forced to go back. Back into the middle.
Apa sih?
Can he finish? Goal!
Masa Maldini anjir.
No time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Please lah.
A given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space.
Astaga.
You really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And he's let fly. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Played back in. Baresi gets across to intercept that.
2 added minutes have
That's
been
just playing it
indicated.
safe and simple.
Check gets it away. Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Guys yang belum like, di like dulu. Yang udah, thank you.
Should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
He will.
Substitution for Como. Number 20, Ito. Coming on to
So, we're into the second 45.
Number 11, Bale.
João Neves. De Jong is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Mateus, can he get it through? And he's gone looking for safety.
Pergerakannya jadi nggak smooth.
Might be danger here. And a chance!
Astagfirullah.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game.
2 kali.
An advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Enteng loh guys, musuhnya sih.
And not get picked out.
Patah-patahnya dong.
Just about up to the hour now. Can so cleverly bypass the press. And there's green grass. Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Bless.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. And the shots!
Bener main, enteng musuhnya.
Always had the measure of the keeper there. Such
Patah-patahnya doang.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. And Dijk deals with that comfortably.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Udah teori salaman aja ya. Udah menit 70. Tujuh.
21, Frankie de Jong. Coming on the field, Hele. Number 38, Kravenberg.
Thuram.
Substitutions taking place.
The ball's gone astray. Right card falls off an
Kagak pelanggaran.
defending.
Tubruk terus.
And this is Bale.
Tuh.
And this is Bale. Oh, good looking ball. Shifted it to the flank.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's managed to get rid. And they're quick to get it back.
Hampir.
What a
Keperban.
terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Bale taking in the accolades.
Divisi 2.
Named man of the match.
Jangan lupa guys. Yo. Oke. Oh iya, tadi lupa ngecek grafik jaringannya. Tiga bar doang. Gimana nggak patah-patah? Drogba.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
His presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
Looks for a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of...
Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! Well, he's not happy with that. Marvellous goal!
Well, Woodstock, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is a great
Finish.
The key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Taken back almost at once. No, that was through.
Azjay.
Spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Time left yet.
Udah bener-bener tadi terobosan lolos.
Maldini. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's Pele!
Patah-patah mulu anjir.
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge.
Siapa sih kipernya?
Sharp pass. Mateus. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Nicely weighted ball.
Deal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Drogba.
Ya kulit pisang. Baru kepleset.
And it's Riker. That's rather hopeful. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all
Got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming. because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want...
Now it's Bale. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Not a lot more he could do there.
He's gone for goal!
Ngeribet.
Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Strasbourg.
They've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Looking for the run. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Offside.
Substitution for Strasbourg. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Rui Costa. Coming on the field. Number 7.
Pass is just off target.
Number 25.
Can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Kenapa jadi
Kept his eye on
linglung gitu sih? Johan Cruyff.
off target. Almost 75 minutes on the... Chooses to go cross field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
It comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
I've got changes here from both sides. in
Berat
fact.
banget.
Number 8.
Pakai sinyal, pakai data guys.
They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Cruyff. Stolen level at the last!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and
Trying minutes.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
4 added minutes has been
It's a cute
indicated.
ball. Oh, it's not gone well. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Owen. And this is Bale. Looking for a real chance.
Baru.
Stay onside.
boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you. Oh, they could be caught out here. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Bale. He has found the way through. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Quality ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gives it back. And here's Gerrard. And he lines up a cross. And he thumps it clear. Rummenigge, always looking for that half a chance. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged
Anjir,
the pass
anjir.
with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's going to go a long way. The ball has bounced loose now. Bebeto is onto this. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Bellingham. Neatly clipped into space. Tries to get it clear. Tries a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Kenapa double tap?
Peter, they haven't been
Drawingnya lepas mulu ya.
position. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets things going for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's really well cleared. Tries to pass it through. It's made its way to him. Rummenigge! There it is!
wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Gravenberg.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vitinha.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh, well played, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bale did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tries to play it through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's Bale!
Kosong.
It's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
The goal scorer.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Coming on the field is
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And the number on the board is 3. Rummenigge! It's bounced back off the post.
Tiang mulu anjir.
So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most...
Turun 1 poin.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Now it's Iniesta. Rooney! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that was very necessary. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Eto'o. Threads one in. Oh, that's a very... And the shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Could be danger here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Rooney. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Floated through. What a throw in. Now, can they get it back? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Van Dijk. Marmoush is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Iniesta. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Marmoush.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure. Eto. Looking for the run. Looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rooney proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
De Jong is there and he can get that clear. Maldini. Marmouche. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. And he's worked it through. Van der Sar clears it away. Maldini. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice looking ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Salah. And the through ball, and he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8.
Both sides then
Rooney.
taking this chance to turn to their
13,
benches.
Pele. Number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 19. Mohamed Salah.
And here's
Number
Suarez.
14.
And the assistant referee has his flag
Coming
raised
on the
for
field.
offside.
Number 11.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this,
Number
Peter.
24,
They'll have to maintain the
Dembele.
energy and dynamism
Number
until the
9,
very end, though.
Shevchenko. Number 10. Messi. Number 5. Bellingham. Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, super chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Number 11. Gareth Bale.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Having turned the game on its head. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Please join me
Thrilling,
in
nail-biting,
wishing all the
perhaps
best to
frustrating
members
until
of
the
our fan
very
club
end,
celebrating
but we
their
do
wedding
have a
anniversary
winner.
today.
Aduh, peringkat 9.000. Guys yang belum like dan subscribe, di like subscribe dulu guys. Yang udah thank you. Kolektifnya 3262. Anjay. Ini mah squad Sultan guys. Yang baru-baru udah dapat semua anjir. Kita pasang dua long rank tackle di DMF. Harus diputus di tengah guys. Ngeribet.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it.
Ngeribet.
Worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide. Is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Up he goes! Thuram gets it clear. Eto'o producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Turns back here, probably the best option. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying to provide the creative input for players up front whenever possible.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Back they go.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gravenberg. And the counter is on. That's a little off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this can he finish? Kubo conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kubo gets into a good position. That's a lovely, neat pass. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Hullet. And it's Hullet. And he was quick to react. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Maldini makes the interception. Kubo knocks it out wide. And smartly reclaimed. James. Now it's Pele. That has been slung wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. And we've reached half time.
Anjir.
It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Please look at the screen for information.
Rapet banget.
Stadium.
Dia pakai bullet header, guys. Bahaya.
Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And this is Bale. Now they could break here. Pele. And this is Bale. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, this looks sharp. But they've got it again. Nothing wrong with that tackle.
Goblok.
He's going for goal.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Maldini. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
He rises! Harmlessly behind. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Can he spark a counter here? Great ball if he can get decent chance! Goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And he's decided to go for it.
This is the time you need
Delay.
And it's Lam.
FC Tulsa clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Bale. Played out to the left flank. That's been cut out, well played. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's being shifted off it. Pele. Luis Suarez. Pele. Jordan Henderson. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it.
An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Memorabilia from today's match is now
Your
on sale
reflections
in
then,
the
Jim?
stadium hall.
Look, I think a draw might...